What is up, y'all, and welcome to The Real Ray with me, Ray. I am a hairstylist, cosmetologist, beautician, whatever you want to call me, that's me. And so today I thought it would be fun to do a Cindy Lou Who inspired look. So I'm gonna be really honest, this was my third time going through it. The first two were sort of successful, and I just figured we would do this third round together and just kind of work through it as a team. All right, so let's get started, and I'm gonna show you how to do a quick craft to get ready. If you wanna skip this part, you could probably just use like a sock bun and turn it sideways instead of like round and flat like you would normally do. So we have our craft, which is our fun little lights. Make sure and go ahead and get some little baby rubber bands out and a couple bobby pins, both the open and closed kind, and maybe a couple larger hair ties just in case you need them. And then brush your hair out really well. And I'm going to tease it a ton. Also, my hair is like, we're at a full week old, and so if you have a freshly washed hair and you're wanting to do this, make sure and kind of like dirty it up a little bit with some like texture spray, sea salt spray, some like regular hairspray, just so it's not like super soft. You want to be able to like get some grip in there. Okay, now let's get to teasing. I'm gonna take this front piece because we're gonna want it to go up and over. And if you don't know how to tease your hair, you're gonna want to hold it tight and get either like a comb or a brush like this and kind of just like firmly go straight down. And you're gonna want the front part to be pretty smooth, right? This very front, but everything behind that can be pretty messy. So this back hair, we're gonna want to go all up. I'm teasing it in a way that the bottom can still go up. So, hope y'all can see this. And then the bottom will be smooth. Whew, this is looking good, right? Okay, so now that we've got like round one of teasing, who knows how many rounds there will actually be, let's go ahead and get our headband situated. And I'm just gonna put it, you can kind of see there's an area that's flat up here right on the crown, so that's where we want it to be at, and just finagle it around all the hair teasing. And try to get it like on as tight as you can. Then you need to go ahead and turn your lights on if you are doing the lights method. Okay, so I went back and just moved the hair out of the way so I could get my headband on all the way, because all that teasing was making it real hard to get my headband on. So now let's work on covering up the batteries. All right, got this section of hair, whew, and I'm just gonna wrap each side around. Like so. All right, and now that it's all wrapped around, I'm just gonna do a little hair tie to tie it together. Okay, so now that we've got that wrapped around, we want to pull some of the hair out. So we're gonna pull, this is gonna eventually go up, So I'm just gonna take this and kind of clip it. We're gonna use, you know, my giant clip out of the way. And then these pieces back here are gonna be her braids. So, and I'm gonna try teasing the little individual pieces that are gonna be there on strands, just to kind of make them a little bigger. This might not work. This is definitely an experiment we're gonna do together. Alright, now smooth them out so they're bigger but still smooth looking. And then just do a basic 3-strand braid. Okay, so I want to make a little base to start pinning our lights in right behind my crazy bun top, right? So right here, I just took this little tiny bit of hair and I'm just gonna tease it up and then wrap it in a tiny little bun. So, doesn't have to be pretty because no one is gonna see it. Basically, it's just gonna be a place that we can stick some pins in. Now that we've got that, I don't want this to be pulling in the front because I think it's going to separate where our super smooth front part of the ponytail should be. So, whew, we're going to just pin it back here. Let's get our ponytail started. Okay, so before I start pinning the next spot, I think I want to wrap my lights around once and then pin them on top of our little bun back here. All right, so that feels good. And now let's start pinning the rest of this stuff up. Alright, so I'm just going to pin these back here together. Really, I'm going to use a hair tie to just tie them together. So they're up and look pretty smooth. So to keep him from flopping over while I'm pinning everything, I'm just going to clip these two little friends together. So I used an open pin to just kind of hold that in its spot for a minute while I get all these friends going to their designated homes. Okay, so I'm going to take this moment to check how it looks in the mirror. This guy's obviously going to have to be pinned. He got left out. It's going to be so sad. Oh. Left out a whole section. Why didn't y'all tell me? See, and this is why you use the mirror. All right, now that we have it all sort of up, we'll attach them all with a little ponytail. Okay, so we have all these friends tied together from the back. And so now what I'm gonna do is tease these long ones to make them like bigger and shorter and easier to pin. So once you get them all nice and teased up and kind of crazy looking, I'm going to get my bobby pin, my clothespin, and just gonna flip this guy over, and then I'm gonna pin right at the base of the first one. Hope y'all can see this. Voila. And we are looking crazier by the second, which I think means we're going in the right direction, right? Oh, we're gonna have to pin that again. That did not stick. Let's try it again. Well, I felt that one. It's definitely in there now. If it doesn't poke you in the brain, you probably didn't do it right. Just like a COVID test. Okay, so we've got it pinned, and now let's get all these friends to be best friends. And so what we're gonna do is we are going to pin all of them together at the same spot we pinned the first one, or like, not pin them, we're gonna ponytail them together right at that same spot. That is looking better, I think. What do you think? I feel like Cindy Lou Who would be okay with this, but let's finish making it awesome. It's like getting too tall for the camera. We're gonna need to curl a couple pieces, and then in a second, we will pin up our braids for her daytime look. I am back, and my iron is heated up, and I spritzed my hair with a little bit of heat protection because y'all know heat protection is serious. So I'm just gonna kind of like make a couple fun little curls, and hopefully in a way where y'all can see. So if you're doing this, make sure you're not getting too close to that hairband with your iron, and also it's a little bit easier if you kind of hold the base of your ponytail still so that you're not yanking your accessory out up under there. Okay, so I think that Cindy would be really okay with this look for her nighttime look. It's not exactly like hers, but it's still real cute. Okay, so now that we have that going, let's play with the braids and pinning those up. The first thing I want to do is kind of like fluff them out a little to make them a little fatter. So what you do, you just get your thumbs and push through. Alright. And let's go ahead and get, since our iron is on, I'm gonna go ahead and flip these little friends out. Again, be careful with the rubber bands and the curling iron. Alright, so I pinned a couple of these little guys back right here. Wow, my camera took a little break. And now we're going to take our braids and we're going to pin them right behind our little poofy doop so that the ends are kind of like sticking out. And I'm just going to use an open pin. Now I might need to go back and use a closed pin to secure it, we'll see. Alright, so that kind of looks a little crazy right there, so I'm going to adjust it down a little. That one I felt in my brain, which again means it's great and it's going to stay. This guy I want to make sure is good and secure. Alright, there she is. What do you think? I think she's pretty cute. I think if you wanted like more structure here, maybe you could work in like a pipe cleaner or something. But I'm super happy with it. Ta-da! Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that your Cindy Lou Who inspired hairdo works great. Remember, it is your creation, so don't feel like super obligated to make it just like her. And I think as long as it's whimsical and filled with the Christmas spirit, you will be doing her justice. I will see your beautiful faces so soon. It's the Real Ray. Bye.